Welcome, everybody. This is your Getting Started checklist training. We're just going to go through a few steps here to help you get your business off and running as efficiently as possible using the ISA Dream Team system. My name is Jan Kalich. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I have Heidi Burkemper out in Aspen, Colorado. We're all the way across the country from each other, and yet we can still get right on here and communicate with you. And it's just a great way that we get to do this business. So the very first thing that you're going to do to get started is you're going to have a call with your coach. Now, your coach could be the person who brought you into the business, or it could be somebody that they recommend, depending on how experienced they are. If they're kind of brand new, they may bring in another person to help them with this call. And this call is going to be kind of an interview. They're going to get to know you. They're going to find out specifically why are you were already spending 24 hours a day, 7 days a week doing something. Why did you decide that you wanted to do this Isagenix business and interrupt your life? Because it's got to be worth your while. So there needs to be a strong why. And we want to know how much money you want to make. Do you want to make a little or do you want to make a lot? Because you can have it either way here. And so when we're really clear up front what we want, then we can lay out a goal for you and help you achieve that, because that is our number one priority, is to get your needs met, your goals met. And then at the end of that call, you're going to schedule your second call with your coach to go over some other things, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so Heidi, take it away.
Thanks, Jan. First of all, congratulations for joining our team. And it's interesting, exactly what Jan said. It is about staying connected. It's about staying connected to your coach, staying connected to this team. Hot coals stay hot together. And isn't it beautiful that we can build this virtual business? We're also connected through apps like this, which we're doing. We're recording this through Zoom, and you're going to learn how to do that as well to plug into trainings. So the first thing I want to mention is our ISA Dream Team calendar. We've really made it simple and easy for you to plug in and find how to plug in all of our team trainings and events that are virtual. So you might want to bookmark this. This is called theisadreamteam.com. And you will see our team calendar. And all of our team calls and some of the corporate calls are housed here for easy access. And so you can see that, for example, we have a 10 to the top call every Tuesday right now. These things will change and morph. But if you were to say, if you were to want to plug into that, all you would do is come to this calendar, click on the event, and what will pop up, or it should pop up, come on. We're using a lot of bandwidth here because we're on a Zoom call, but what will pop up is clear instructions about that event. And you'll see here under more info, if you were to want to participate in our 10 to the top call, adjust for your time frame, it's 9 p.m. Eastern time, adjust for your time zone. All you do is come to right here at your time zone and click here. Click on this and you will be plugged into our team training. So that just get very familiar with this, and oftentimes, most often if we're able, we will also house, if you miss it, for example, and you want to plug into this call, but something came up and it's the next day or the next day, but you still want to listen to that. Once it's over, you can click on that and you'll find the recording of that call for you to review. So the next thing is isagenixevents.com. I always say to people, you must be corporate trained. If you're really serious about this business, you will want to get to one, if not all, of our 4 core events. And also any event in your area, and you can find all of those events by clicking on isagenixevents.com. They have a really robust search bar, and you can start to plug in and find out how to register for any and all of these events. The 4 core events are Isagenix University, NYKO, celebration, and university in action. And those are 4 core events that I went to all of them my first year. Just like our products fuel our bodies for optimal health, these events are going to fuel your business for optimal wealth. So we're going to go back to the getting started checklist. And one last thing, if you have not participated in at least one interactive orientation call with your welcome email pulled up, that is one of our team's most successful ways of creating, a team of product users, preferred clients, business partners that really can maximize their goals by plugging in to the tools and resources available and introduced in our orientation call. And we will mention in the orientation call the ISA Life app. You're gonna love that. This is one of the most industry-leading tools in the marketplace to, from your fingertips, from your smartphone, to be able to plug in to all these phenomenal resources available to you through your Isagenix account. So I'm going to turn it back over to Jan.
Okay, great. Thank you, Heidi. So next thing I want you to really, really be focused on is that you need to stay as organized as possible. Again, most of us are doing so many other things in our busy lives, whether you have another job, you have a family, household, heck, just to feed yourself, can be quite a burden sometimes. So you're going to want to stay on top of things. And when you start to talk to people in your business, you're going to want to keep a record of who you've talked to and when you need to talk to them again and that kind of stuff. So we're going to recommend that you get a 3-ring binder. It can be a 1/2 inch or an inch, whichever you prefer. And we're going to recommend, there's a contact list highlighted right there. And it's a list of memory joggers and a list where you can, kind of list out. Yeah, Heidi's clicked on it there. Where you can actually put the names and information about the people that are already in your natural network, people that you already know, that you feel like you'll want to approach. And I recommend to you that when you do fill this list out, that you don't not put in, put anybody and everybody you can down, because even if they don't, they just decline from hearing about it or using it or partnering with you, they might know somebody looking for it. And so it's really, really important not to discriminate, not to guess who will, who won't. You never will know. You'll be so surprised at some of the people who end up in the business that you would have thought, oh no, they're so successful, they wouldn't do this, and yet they do, because they're looking for the life qualities that we get, the being able to work from home around our own schedule and everything.
Jan, I love that. It is, do not prejudge.
Yes. And of course, now this is the Crystal Executive Goal Sheet. And this is a little form that you're going to go over with your coach about the initial goals that you have. Your very first goal is to hit consultant, which means you have enrolled 2 people, one on your left and one on your right. And they will go through all the information on that sheet. There are some great bonuses to get if you do this in a timely manner. And you can literally put, $3,000 in your pocket in very short order if you follow these this map. But we sometimes people say print out 10 of those. I say, at least print 1 to keep track of who you've put in the tree, and put it in your notebook. Okay. And then the last thing, can you go back to the last thing is the tracking sheets. Okay. Now this is really, really, really important. Everybody, like I said, you think that you're going to remember who you've talked to and all of that, but you're not. I remember having yellow sticky notes all over the place and was just pulling my hair out trying to figure out, and until I got to making a list like this. And what this page will do, you'll take names from your contact list, and you're going to continually add people to your contact list as life goes on. And the people that you want to focus on just this week, you print, I like to print 5 sheets for the month and put them in my notebook. And I put the names on each week on 1 page. So say, for example, I have 10 people I'm going to reach out to, and I may not get to talk to all 10 of them, but I'm going to reach to them in order to have my goal of talking to 5 of them. in a week. That's what I really feel like is a good solid goal for me, to have 5 good conversations with somebody. This is where I would keep track of that. And if I have it written here, I know, did I just introduce it to that person and invite them, or have they seen a video, or do they need a 3-way call? I can kind of keep track of where they are and move them to the next place. Okay, so we're going to recommend that you print out 5 of those to put into your 3-ring binder, and just keep that binder with you all the time. That way, it won't matter if you're in the grocery store and you run into somebody, you can run right back out to the car and jot it down that you had a conversation on the fly, or if you're actually going to an appointment, that you've already got on the books, you'll be able to make notes on that page for that. So, and then last but not least, on that getting started checklist, we said, you need to fill out the contact list with as many names as you possibly can think of, as many people as you like you would invite to your wedding, from elementary school. And there's some memory joggers on that contact list sheet, and there's a cajillion. You can Google search memory joggers, and find a whole host of ideas for those memory joggers. So that's in a nutshell. And that notebook also is where you can keep your travel plans, in the pocket, and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, so stay organized. You will be very thankful later that you did. Okay, back to you, Heidi.
Jan, thank you so much. I am looking at this and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like we're handing you the golden goose. This has taken us nearly 7 years to really put together the most efficient and effective steps and organizational tools for you to really soar. So we are all just getting started, truly. So the next step is you will have scheduled this call number 2 with your coach during your call number 1. And in between those 2 calls, you will have familiarized yourself and completed these assignments, basically. And you will be prepared then for your call number 2. And your coach, this is so important, guys, because your coach is really going to help you do this so efficiently and really lock arms with you so that you can learn as you earn. You do not need to know everything. You do not need to know much. All you need to know is how to invite people to take a look at our solutions, and then we will lock arms with you for the rest. And you will learn again as you earn, and earn as you learn. So during this second phone call, we're going to go over all the goal setting that you have completed using that map to Crystal Executive that's in your Lysogenics notebook. We're also going to discuss mindset. We have, Jan and I are so on the same page about really taking our profession to a new level of elegance, and doing this in a very professional way. And, this is not a get rich quick, but it is about building a legacy income if you do this right. And we're going to show you how to do it right. So I suggest and encourage you to, in the nooks and crannies of your life, when you're at the gym with headphones on, or you're folding laundry with headphones on, or you're in your car, make it a traveling university, and listen to build your mindset. Because if you have these tools and you have a wonderful coach, which you will have, and you have the right mindset, you will be unstoppable. And we will discuss step 1, and then you will duplicate exactly this with the people you bring on. So thank you so much for listening, and we have your back, and we're ready to sprint like we've never sprinted before and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process become the largest health and wellness company in the world. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks, guys, and just start dreaming. So when you get on that call with your coach, you can really, really just max it out. Don't hold back, because the sky's the limit.
Game on. Thanks, Jan.
Thanks, Heidi.